Hey, fellow comrades, how you guys been doing? Welcome back to our news Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. Today we got ourselves a match against Raymon. And for all you guys that don't know, we actually had one match before, and this is gonna be like a rematch to that one. He utterly destroyed me. That match was not even worth the time to invest into layout. Anyways, with that, let's go into this one and see how it goes. Anyways, my opponent here is gonna lead with Wobbuffet. I'm looking at his team and I'm starting to realize that Charge Beam is probably the way to go because I cannot switch out. He's got that, you know, Shadow Tag. And not to mention, if I go for Surf, he's just gonna one-shot me. May as well go for the Charge Beam and afterwards go for the stronger T-Bolt if I do manage to get the special attack increase. But sadly, that was not the case. Now, what he did do is Incore me and switch out into his Lantern, which normally can take my moves quite easily and go from there. But I decided to switch out to Ditto to kind of try to see what kind of moveset he's running. I want to be certain that he's running Cubao. From what I'm seeing right here, he's actually running full offense, and that is something I would have definitely not been thinking of if I didn't see it firsthand. So all thanks to Ditto, I know what kind of Lantern I'm facing here. But anyways, I switch out to my Dry Skin Heliolisk, but he does see that a mile away, makes a great move, go for Ice Beam, expect me to take advantage of my ability, try to get some recovery going, but that was not the case, sadly. Now, I switch out to Scizor, thinking, okay, he's probably going to switch out, you know, Scald Burn. It's still a luck base, so he's probably not going to risk it, and he does decide to go for the Volt Switch, knowing for a fact that he's going to outspeed me if he's fully offensive. And I would have actually not even been surprised if he's actually running Assault Vest on it. Just thinking about it, you know, Assault Vest is actually a good move to run on Lantern. Actually, if you ask me, Assault Vest is just generally really good on things that are playing fully offensive. Just because, you know, you can take special moves quite well, and actually it kind of depends on the Pokemon, but you never know. I mean, covering one special defense, one spectrum of defense is definitely a great idea. Anyways, he does make a switch, a double switch right here, expect me to switch out. I made the worst switch I could possibly make by switching out to my Ditto to try to transform into Clefable, which I did not expect. And he's even a Calm Minding set, which again, Ditto doesn't really work, because I could outspeed, but with the Calm Mind support as well as Moonlight, this thing is going to be standing out victorious against one, and I cannot afford him setting up way too much. So I switch out to my Azumarill, try to play it offensive as quickly as I possibly can, and realizing he's got Calm Mind, probably running max defense as well. So this Clefable has become a giant threat, and I'm gonna need to switch out. So I decided to switch out to my Scizor, because Scizor can still threaten it with the Bullet Punch, but then again, I'm a special defensive one, so a little bit, you know, a little bit on the edge right now when the damage is concerned. I know for a fact that Bullet Punch should do a lot, but then again, I'm thinking he may switch out the moves a little bit, expect me to switch out to Houndoom to try to get the Flash Fire going, and I do have the Nasty Plot, so one-on-one, I should prevail when that thing is considered, but he still just goes for the Flamethrower, and that is definitely something I didn't really like. For now, we switch out to Houndoom, go for the direct Nasty Plot. We still have that strong Nasty Plot Focus Sash combination, and still it was not broken down, so I can still manage. Go for the strong Overheat. The reason I'm running Overheat as well as Flamethrower is because normally I've found Houndoom's fourth move slot to be more of a gimmicky thing, and while I could run Sucker Punch or something useful, I found Overheat to be useful as well, because the thing is sometimes you come across things that Flamethrower will fail taking it out, for example Tomycase, and those things will T-Wave you back, and that would be you know, a world of hurt. So I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna run Overheat, and sometimes, you know, it will make it for a sure kill as long as I do not miss. So that's why I run Overheat as well as Flamethrower as well as Dark Pulse, plus not to mention the Dark Fire does kind of cover it quite well, at least decently well, to where I don't really need that fourth slot to be incredibly useful. But then again, it is kind of semi-useful situational wise. He's gonna switch out to his Heracross, take this opportunity to turn, and unfortunately he's gonna miss the Rock Blast. But here is where I'm gonna make a series of good plays, starting with this one. I'm gonna expect him to predict me to go for the Will-O-Wisp by switching out to Alakazam, which doesn't really care about it. So I switch out to Azumarill, go for Alka Jet, expecting him to predict me to predict the Lantern switch. So I just go straight for the obvious, and afterwards go for the Play Rough, expecting him to switch out, not taking another Alka Jet, which would have been more than plenty of taking him out. So that was a series of good plays, but he's gonna counter that one with a move I didn't see in a million years, ladies and gentlemen. that move is definitely something I was not expecting. It's actually +2 priority, and even after looking a bit silly power-wise, it still took me by surprise, and it actually manages to work. It's situational stuff like this. Aquajet would have taken him down without much worrying, but he had something to kind of clean take me out, and props to him. Anyways, I just go for the Nightshade. I guess he was expecting me to go for something different. Unfortunately, he was at the exact 50 HP, ladies and gentlemen. So Nightshade was the exact right amount in order to take him out. And afterwards, switching out to this, go for Rock Blast, pretty much the best move, considering that I do resist the Pin Missile, and Rock Blast still does a considerable amount. But sadly, you know, with my Dusclops is at a very good amount, very healthy amount, where it can handle Heracross left and right. So, you know, it's kind of great. Dusclops is a great potential Pokemon, especially nowadays that people have been playing quite offensive from the physical side. I've been seeing so many Dragonite, so I was like, you know what, let's bring this beast in. And talking about beasts, Lantern is definitely one of them, without a single doubt in my mind. So I'm gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp again. I believe I missed, and then I believe I did Pain Split. Now I thought to myself, why did he sacrifice his Mega Heracross for that pathetic damage there? But then I come through that, whoa, wait. Mega Heracross is his own weakness. I should have turned with my Ditto and take advantage of that and just Pin Missile away with my Skill Link. That would be incredible. But that was my mistake, and that's a mistake I will need to pay. In this case, I'm just gonna stay in Metagross, taking the Nightshade quite well, max HP, max attack, getting the attack increase, which means I cannot switch out to Houndoom. Then again, Bullet Punch probably without any increase would probably even take me out, because it's still a Metagross and it's still Houndoom. Go for Earthquake, take him down, and that's gonna allow me to take him out. Not to mention that Earthquake had a chance to fail taking his Metagross down. So it all comes down to situation where I'm gonna get the max or the min, and it's gonna be the judgment factor, considering that if I did get the min, he could have just Bullet Punch me afterwards. I couldn't switch out, because if I lock myself into Bullet Punch afterwards, Lantern can take it and retaliate. So that's gonna be the game for today, guys. Great game, Raymond. I enjoyed this one a lot. Hope you guys have enjoyed this one as well. Be sure to give it a like. Thank you very much, guys. And I do need to mention, you know, I've used this team like twice now. I'm definitely gonna try to, again, I'm trying to, you know, maybe it's gonna come down to maybe using a team to 5 times in a row, but not trying to overdo it. And I hope you kind of understand, because again, it takes time to make new teams. I'm really trying to team swap right now, but I still need to make some more bouncy teams, so the team swap is gonna be worth your time and efforts. Yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say. Anyways, guys, until next time, take care. Peace.